Did you know that your cat is constantly observing you, analyzing your every move, and even sensing your emotions? Cats are far smarter and more intuitive than we often give them credit for. In today's video, we'll reveal 12 surprising secrets your cat knows about you. Some of these might even give you chills. Your cat knows where you are. Cats are expert trackers not just with their eyes, but with their ears. Thanks to their 32-ear muscles, they can swivel and pinpoint exactly where you are, even if they can't see you. Researchers have even found that cats create mental maps to follow your movements based on the sounds you make. Your cat knows when you're talking to them. Ever feel ignored when you're chatting with your cat? Turns out, they do know you're speaking to them. Studies reveal that cats can recognize their owners' voices and even alter their behavior when addressed directly. So, those one-way conversations aren't as crazy as they seem. Your cat is paying attention. Your cat can sense when you're angry or sad. Cats are emotional mirrors. They read your body language, facial expressions, and even subtle cues like the tone of your voice. If you're smiling, they may respond with affection. But if you're stressed or upset, they might grow tense or even avoid you. They know when you're taking them to the vet. Cats are creatures of habit, and they hate disruptions. If your cat hides the moment you pull out the carrier, it's because they've learned to associate that object and your nervous behavior with a dreaded vet visit. They've mastered the art of manipulating you. Think those high-pitched meows are cute. They're actually part of your cat's manipulation strategy. Cats tailor their meows specifically for humans, using plaintive sounds that are hard for us to ignore. Fun fact, cats rarely meow to communicate with each other. Those vocalizations are reserved just for you. Your cat knows when you're sick. Cats have an incredible sense of smell, and they can detect subtle chemical changes in your body caused by illness. This is why some cats grow extra clingy when their owners are unwell. They may even notice hormonal shifts, such as during pregnancy. They recognize your voice. Cats might seem aloof, but don't underestimate their ability to know exactly who you are. According to research from the University of Tokyo, cats can distinguish their owner's voice from the voices of strangers. Unlike dogs, they may not rush to greet you every time you call their name. But that doesn't mean they're ignoring you. They're just choosing how to respond. Cats often prioritize their independence, which is why they might seem nonchalant when you call them. However, their ears will twitch, or they'll glance in your direction, showing they've heard you loud and clear. In their minds, they're not ignoring you. They're just deciding if it's worth the effort to come over. After all, why should they when they know you'll come to them eventually? Interestingly, cats use this recognition of your voice as a safety mechanism. Knowing who's speaking allows them to quickly assess if the situation is familiar and secure or if they should be on alert. It's another subtle way that cats show they care even if it's on their terms. Your cat knows when you're afraid. Fear is hard to hide, especially from a cat. They're experts at reading your emotions, and fear sends out signals that are impossible for them to miss. When you're scared, your body releases adrenaline and other stress hormones, which create subtle changes in your scent. With their highly sensitive noses, cats can pick up on these chemical signals almost immediately. But it's not just about smell. Fear changes the way you move, the tone of your voice, and even the way you breathe. All of these cues are obvious to your feline friend, who might respond by mirroring your emotions. They may become restless, skittish, or even try to comfort you by staying close. Cats' ability to sense fear is a survival trait passed down from their wild ancestors. In the wild, detecting fear in others could mean the difference between life and death. So, if your cat seems unusually on edge when you're nervous, it's not paranoia. It's their natural instinct to protect and adapt. They know when you're coming home. Ever notice how your cat is waiting for you at the door, even when you come home at an unexpected time? That's because cats have an incredible ability to internalize routines and recognize patterns. They don't just know your schedule, they anticipate it. Cats have their own version of an internal clock that allows them to keep track of the time you typically leave and return home. But it's not just about the clockwork. Cats are also masters of sound. They can distinguish the unique sound of your car engine, the rhythm of your footsteps, or even the jingle of your keys as you approach the door. If you've ever wondered why your cat seems to know your home before you even open the door, it's because they've been listening for you. Their keen sense of hearing allows them to filter out other background noises and zero in on the sounds they associate with you. It's a heartwarming reminder that, no matter how independent they seem, they're always paying attention to your comings and goings. They can tell where you've been. Your cat's sense of smell is a superpower. With olfactory abilities that are 14 times stronger than a human's, cats use their noses to gather an astonishing amount of information about you and your surroundings. When you come home, you're essentially a walking storybook of scents, and your cat can read every page. Whether you've been at work, the grocery store, or visiting a friend who has pets, your cat can detect the distinct smells you bring back. If you've been around another animal, they'll know instantly, and they may even react with curiosity or jealousy. This powerful sense of smell also helps them understand changes in their environment, as they can pick up on subtle scent cues that humans would never notice. So, next time your cat gives you an inquisitive sniff when you walk through the door, know that they're piecing together the puzzle of your day. To them, every scent you carry is part of the ongoing story of their favorite human. They know when you call their name. Think your cat doesn't know their name? Think again. A study published in Scientific Reports revealed that cats recognize their names, even when spoken by strangers. This recognition isn't just about the sound. It's also tied to the positive or negative associations they've built over time. Cats often associate their names with specific actions, like being fed, receiving treats, or being petted. So, when you call their name, they're not just hearing a word, they're recalling the memories and emotions tied to it. However, true to their independent nature, cats may not always respond the way you'd like. They'll weigh the situation, deciding whether it's worth their while to come to you or if they'd rather stay put. Interestingly, some cats also learn the names of other people or pets in the household. They might recognize when you call for Max the dog or Sarah the sibling, which shows just how observant and intelligent they are. So even if they don't come running when you call, rest assured they know exactly who you're talking to. They know your baby is vulnerable. Cats have a surprising maternal instinct, and it shines when there's a baby in the house. They instinctively recognize that a newborn is fragile and dependent, often treating the baby with extra caution and care. This awareness stems from their deep understanding of vulnerability, something they've learned through their own experiences and instincts as caregivers in the wild. Many cats become more protective around babies, staying nearby or even positioning themselves between the baby and potential threats. They might also adjust their behavior, moving more gently or avoiding the baby's space entirely. This isn't just coincidence. It's their way of showing respect for the newest and most delicate member of the family. Interestingly, some cats develop strong bonds with babies, often curling up nearby to keep them warm or purring softly to provide comfort. It's a touching example of how cats, despite their reputation for aloofness, are deeply empathetic creatures capable of forming meaningful connections with even the smallest humans. Your cat is far more perceptive and intuitive than you might have realized. From tracking your every move to understanding your emotions, these mysterious creatures have an uncanny ability to read us like a book. What do you think? Has your cat shown any of these behaviors? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing insights into your furry friends.